Hey everyone, it's Neil Patel, and today is an exciting day because we have a new course for you called Facebook Unlocked, where I teach you how to grow from 0 to 200,000 followers on Facebook. This is going to be a 2-week course. There's going to be 3 lessons in each week. Each lesson is roughly 10 minutes. So it's a total of roughly 60 minutes worth of material. And in each lesson, I'll also provide you with cheat sheets, worksheets, handouts, PDFs, everything to make your life easier to get to that 200,000 follower count. And you can find those handouts at neilpatel.com/training, and then just click on Facebook Unlocked. A little about me: I've created UberSess, which is an SEO tool. I blog at neilpatel.com. My ad agency, Neil Patel Digital. I work with a lot of brands, funny enough, Facebook being one of them, where they reached out and offered me money to speak at some of their events. Recognized top 100 entrepreneur by President Obama. I've helped a lot of small and medium businesses drive tons of revenue online. The point I'm trying to make isn't that I'm the best or I'm great. It's more so that, hey, the stuff I'm doing works, which is why I work with these brands. So when I give you these tactics, these tips, just keep in mind they're super effective as long as you take the time to implement them. Hence, I work with these companies, right? And this is a quote from Mark Zuckerberg. The thing that we're trying to do at Facebook is just help people connect and communicate more efficiently. And they've done an amazing job at that. Facebook started at Harvard, and it was started as Face Mash, an online service allowing students to access their fellow students' attractiveness. Zuckerberg's second idea was an online student directory. In January 2004, Zuckerberg registered a URL at thefacebook.com, and eventually Sean Parker was the one who convinced him to change it to facebook.com. There's been a lot of competitors for Facebook, from 6 Degrees, Google+, Friendster, but most of these have died down. As Peter Thiel calls it, last mover advantage. When you see a lot of people in your space, it's a big space, eventually you can figure out what to do better and then try to crush them. So the history of Facebook, again, they've received over $16 billion in funding before their IPO, and they eventually went IPO in 2012 at a $100 billion valuation. And Mark Zuckerberg these days is worth over $100 billion himself, and they generate over 24.91 billion visits a month, according to SimilarWeb, which is massive, and that doesn't include Instagram. And their daily active users is roughly 1.8 billion users, which is again massive. And the revenue per quarter is continuing to rise even after things like pandemics and stuff like that. There's just so many people coming online and spending on Facebook. And the company's just grown to such a massive amount that they also now have the Facebook Mafia, in which people have created other companies like Path and Cloudera or GoodRx or Asana or Quora, which all came from people who are either at Facebook or co-founders or early employees. For example, Chamath, he has his own venture fund, and he's done quite a few SPACs. And heck, even the person who did graffiti work or art for Facebook ended up walking away with stock that was worth over $200 million when they went public. Some quick facts for you: nearly 73% of Facebook's ad revenue comes from mobile advertising. More people use Facebook from the mobile devices than desktop. People share 1.3 million pieces of content on Facebook every minute of each day. That's a ridiculous amount of content. There are 1 billion mobile apps linked enabled on Facebook. 31% of US senior citizens are on Facebook, and 66% of millennials aged 15 to 34 are using Facebook, and they spend roughly 927 million hours a month playing Facebook games. I have a Facebook account as well, more so a page. I used to have a profile page, and I converted it to a fan page, and it's grown, and it's great to interact with people. There's also a lot of big brands on Instagram, which Facebook controls as well, from the Facebook app to Samsung to Ronaldo, the soccer player, Shakira, Coca-Cola, Will Smith, the Kardashians, and the list goes on and on. There's so much benefit of using Facebook, whether you like it or not. You can share content, pictures, connect with people, family. My favorite part is the marketing components, from targeted advertising to offer deals in specific places, to talk to existing and potential customers, raise brand awareness, and promote positive word of mouth. And what most people don't realize is Facebook is really popular all over the world. Even though 71% of Americans use Facebook, US isn't the majority of their users. Majority of the users are outside of the US, even though the company was started here, and that's how big they are. Even with Facebook ads, they have over 9 million active advertisers. Targeting option on Facebook ads are not just limited to, hey, what's this image and I'm interested in people this age range. You can do so many specific things like interests, lookalike audiences, geographical regions, and best of all, it's also cheaper than AdWords. But here's the caveat: it tends not to convert as well as AdWords because when someone types in cheap laptops, you can send them to a page on cheap laptops. With Facebook, they don't really type in cheap laptops, but nonetheless, it really works. I'm not trying to compare Facebook to Google AdWords. They're both amazing platforms that you should be leveraging as marketers. Now, this course is going to help you get more followers in less than 12 months. My goal is to help you get to 200,000 followers. And we're going to try to do that with spending the least amount of money on advertising. So some strategies you'll learn is how to set up your own Facebook pages and groups, follow the rules and learn about their policies, figure out the type of content that's going to get you the most amount of leverage, some tactics and templates that you can use, and how to convert sales from those followers and those visitors. And as I mentioned earlier on, this course is over 2 weeks. You can go back in time, view it, replay it as much as you want. You can find everything under neilpatel.com/training. Then just click on Facebook Unlocked. Each week there is going to be 3 lessons. And again, it's over 2 weeks. Each lesson is roughly 10 minutes. If you're not on Facebook, you're missing out, and I highly recommend you go and start using Facebook. Heck, you can even share the same content on Twitter, Instagram, and all those social platforms out there. So that's it. Make sure you check out neilpatel.com/training and click on Facebook Unlocked, because that's where you're going to be able to get the worksheets, PDFs, handouts to help you get your 200,000 followers as quick as possible. If you enjoyed this video, like it, share it, tell people about it, subscribe to the channel. And if you need help with your social media marketing, check out my ad agency, Neil Patel Digital.